we're actually doing is using bacteria to produce a superior biofuel called butanol. So butanol is slightly larger than ethanol, so it gives more energy, it gives better fuel economy, it can be transported down existing distribution lines, pipelines, just like petrol can. You can't do that with ethanol. And it also has potential in aviation fuel. And the only organisms that actually make this superior biofuel are bacteria, and they're a special type of bacteria, they're called Clostridia. And we should be absolutely clear about this. Clostridia are a really, really big group of bacteria, and it's just a few organisms within that group that cause problems. The vast majority are entirely benign, and they're found all over the place, all distributed all around the world, in soil, in water, everywhere. If you went back to the First World War, this process of making butanol was a major industrial process developed at the time to come up with a way of making acetone, which was needed for cordite manufacture. And in fact, the guy who isolated this organism and developed the process was Chaim Weizmann, and he became the president of Israel, and that was kind of like his reward for coming up with this solution to a wartime shortage of cordite. So sometimes the organism we work with is called the bug that created Israel. And there's been a few false dawns over the years. In the late 70s with the petrol crisis, in the oil crisis in the 70s, interest was revived and then it waned again. But it's only now, in the last 5 or 6 years, that there's been this big increase in interest in biofuels, and now the organism is firmly back on the agenda. What one has to realise is it's not just biofuels that we need to generate from renewable plant biomass. We have to look to all the other chemicals we currently make from fossil fuels. And that's kind of what we're also interested in, trying to make this organism a chassis almost for producing all manner of chemicals that we need. Well, I think it's a tremendous area to work in. I am a Clostridium fanatic, so obviously we don't just work on biofuels, we also work on possible cancer therapies, and we're also trying to counter some of the more nasty Clostridia.